is NLP? NLP means Neuro Linguistic Programming of the Brain. Well, from very early childhood, we start listening to instructions given to us by our parents, by our teachers, by people around us. The way they talk, the tone, the way they communicate, the pitch of the voice, and we start having certain information loading on our brain. To make you understand better, Radhika came to me with her young son. The son is 8 years old and he doesn't wish to do cycling. Now this was very difficult for Radhika to understand. When other children are cycling, why is my son so scared of cycling? So I started talking to this young boy. And as I was talking, his dadi started telling ways when he was growing up, the whole family was very protective about him. He was the only son, the only child in the family. So his chachu would be there, dada, dadi, everyone would pamper him and would keep telling him, bed se jump nahi karna, gir jaoge. Table se jump nahi karna, kursi pe nahi चढ़ना, सोफे पे नहीं चढ़ना, गिर जाओगे. So इतना ज़्यादा उन्होंने गिर जाओगे बोला कि this child now is so scared कि अगर मैं साइकिल पे चढ़ूंगा तो गिर जाऊंगा and I will hurt myself. So he is not ready to climb on to his new bicycle. Every 2 years they buy a new cycle for this child, thinking that the new color, the new look will make him want to ride his bicycle. But this child doesn't want to do so. So this is how our brain perceives information. And this is how exactly as we keep growing, the fears, the limiting belief pattern starts developing. Now, how many of you are gripped with such fears or anxieties? I am not good enough. My work is not as I should be doing. My parents love my brother or sister more than me. I'm not good looking. So each one of us over the years start developing some or the other negative belief pattern. Now if you have any such belief pattern, I'm here to tell you that we can change all this with the help of NLP. Now N stands for Neuro, which means how our brain with the help of the sensory organs perceives any situation. And then Linguistic means language, the language that is spoken to, and programming. Now the same thing we'll use now with the help of our language. We'll try to change the way the brain has been perceiving certain situations and reprogram it so that in future it takes it in a different format. And this is very much possible. Now this technique, NLP, is not necessarily used for people who have some problem. This is a very, very effective technique in achieving goals. Students' goals. I wish to achieve 100% marks in maths, but there is a fear of maths. So how do we go about it? We reprogram our brain. The brain will start loving this subject. You wish to clear your entrance exams, whether it's CA, whether it's NEET, whether it's JEE. We help students to achieve their goals with the help of NLP, whether it's clearing IAS exams. So NLP is a very powerful technique which helps us in removing any kind of a negative belief pattern. I cannot do this. He can clear this exam, but I am not of that caliber to clear this exam. If this is your thought process, then definitely check with the nearest NLP programmer and bring a difference in your lives. Now the same thing is very effective in all kind of jobs. I get people who are in their midlife, unable to grow beyond a certain level. They have reached the managerial levels and they are struggling to go higher up in the ladder. How do you achieve it? Because in office there are a lot of office politics going on. So some kind of negative belief pattern starts setting in. So you can effectively remove this with the help of NLP techniques. So NLP is very, very beneficial in achieving goals, in improving our productivity, removing negative blocks from our life. It helps a lot in all kind of anxiety disorders, in curing depression. Yes, not treating just, but curing depression so that depression actually goes away from your lives.